We are live in the Steel Studio.
Hey, here we are.
I don't like the thumbnail I had on there. I think I said Steelers making lots of moves.
Yeah,
hopefully they are. I got to change that.
Some kind of. I don't know who you're going to get at this point. But man, it's good to be back. Congratulations, Mike, on the birth of your son, Charlie.
Thank you.
I had to do these alone. It was lonely, but we got through it.
You held down the
fort.
fort. You held down the fort. Yeah, we're in the Steel Studio. We got lots of news. We got lots of stuff we can bitch about. We got lots of stuff maybe to be excited about, maybe not. Where do you want to start?
Boy,
COVID-19 list. We got beat down. Yeah.
You know, it's funny because after the Chargers game, I really felt like the offense was coming along.
Yeah, we put up a decent amount of points. Yeah,
and we should have won. Could have won that game if we could have. And we had all the guys. We've had such bad luck, man. I know it's no excuse, but this seems like situationally that it's a wrong timing. We're missing Joe Hayden. He didn't practice again today.
So it's his foot, right?
Yeah.
What the hell? So I mean, that's been 2 weeks that he's.
And I guarantee you,
missed.
So
he's not playing this next week.
If he doesn't play, Witherspoon will start.
Yeah, but he's not good either.
He's better than Pierre, I think.
Yeah, I think anybody's better than Pierre right now. You put your ass out there.
But he actually did play well in the last two series of the game. But man, that was just, I understand why people are upset. I don't give a shit what Ryan Clark says because he's done nothing but criticize.
He's not even relevant, man. He's not relevant. No, Mike Tomlin said he agreed with former players' criticisms, but he also said he didn't know what those criticisms were. So I don't know how. Take them with a grain of salt, but you don't believe that?
I don't believe that he even knew what they were talking about.
No.
He probably was thinking about Rocky Blyer criticizing and people like that.
So that's
because Ryan Clark said we should have signed Cam Newton instead of Ben. He said, or Kaepernick. He said that organizational failure for not drafting a quarterback. He's been saying this stuff since August.
I mean, if we want to talk about that, we've talked about that already a lot. But okay, who would we have drafted? And even then, what would they have done? You know, that's the thing is you go draft a quarterback, and I'm not sure that Ben's the one who's responsible for the other teams running 200 yards on us.
No.
I mean, what does that have to do with Ben?
No, the offense, though, the play calling's pathetic, man.
Yeah.
You get out of the college play calling. Let's call an NFL game. You can look at Baltimore, for example. They're not doing anything special except running their quarterback mostly, and they're winning games. You don't even have to be spectacular.
Yeah, what did he threw 4 interceptions?
And our receivers are better than theirs. It's disgusting, man. We do have some young talent, very young. Probably too young.
The whole team's really young, really.
We should, we didn't when we predicted 10 wins, and we still could get there. By the way, wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Not going to be easy though.
With a tie, what was our record be? It would be 10-5-1 though,
I think
right?
If we
or 10-6-1.
If we go 9-7-1, I think we make it. I really do.
Oh man, it's close.
The tie will get us in.
It's freaking.
But it's
close.
Always close for us.
Yeah.
It'll be we have to count on somebody else to lose, and the wind will blow the ball in the field goal, or something. And that's our own fault, But I still think we're young, and young teams make mistakes.
I think
we don't know how bad.
We both thought we would have gone through the growing pains by now.
Yeah, that's what we thought. I thought Tua would play. I still think he might come back, but who knows with that guy.
Well, you can't believe the news when it comes to that because they're saying, "Oh, he's done for the year. It's the knee's healed." It's like, of course the knee's probably healed by now. Right. You can predict that. Anybody can predict that. But.
I thought that. I thought the young line would gel, and it started to. And I thought that Chase Claypool would have a better year than he's had. I thought Highsmith would have a better year than he's had.
So who's the biggest problem on the line right now? You think?
Kendrick Green, I think they should have got signed.
It's being bull rushed off the line.
Veteran center to anchor that line.
Yeah,
that's what I think the biggest problem is. I think he could be good eventually, but I'm not seeing it right now.
Who would we have gotten? There wasn't a lot available.
There were a few. Alex Mack was out there. There were a few guys like that. We still could have played him. But start that, just I don't know. I think that was a mistake.
Yeah. The thing that kills me though is people say, oh, we should have drafted a lineman in round 1 and 2, but it's like the picks we got with Najee and Freiermuth are amazing.
They're going to be 10-year players,
right? It's like, man, we just got a dud in the 3rd round with Kendrick Green. I
still think he could be good. But he's never
in a couple
played
years.
Center before.
He's not the size yet. He's not the
stupid.
strength yet. Right. His reach is bad too. That's why he gets.
We have camp room.
He's got short arms, man.
And I actually think Chooks has played okay at right tackle. He's probably one of our most consistent.
He's
guys.
Improved. I would say he's.
Dan Moore's been
not great.
A little above average. No worse than Villanueva probably.
Yeah.
Really, we've still only given up. I think what was it? Stat. It was surprising when I looked it up. As bad as we played.
Like 16 sacks, 16 sacks or something, right?
No, we've given up 24.
24. Oh, okay.
But
what about the number 1 O-line, the Browns? How many have they given up?
32.
32.
And how many? And we're going to preview the Ravens. They've given up 36.
Interesting.
36.
And that's with Lamar, who can run all over the place.
Their line is worse than ours, I think.
Yeah.
And losing Dotson,
they just find a way to win, man.
They're going to stack the box, and they're 30. We'll preview them. I don't want to do that yet. Let's just finish talking about this garbage game. What's everybody else think out there? We're live. I don't see anybody chatting, but.
Yeah, we got a couple of viewers, nobody chatting, but let us know your thoughts. I felt embarrassed.
I'm embarrassed, but I'm not ready to say it's an organizational failure. And
I think there's some coaching issues.
Yeah, definitely coaching.
I'm not going to call it an organizational failure, like not from the Rooney down.
I think Canada's been very unimpressive.
It's not
he needs
working.
to be down. I think Ben. Let's let Ben call the plays because that's what he wants. And Ben is very relaxed.
You think that's what we did against the Chargers with the speed offense in the 4th quarter?
Yep. And look and we went right back to Canada's play calling, and Ben says, "Okay, I'll do what you say." That's what and you even said today in his press conference, "I do what I'm told." That's the way I was raised. I think he just does what he's told. And he knows it's not going to work. Yeah. And everybody knows it's not going to work.
This seems like Fichtner's offense all over again. It looks the same. Just about everything's the same. I've said this before and I'll say it again, and people probably disagree with me, but I really wish Todd Haley was back. I like Todd Haley's offense. It worked.
In a heartbeat.
It worked,
man. Smart.
Yep. He could take not even Le'Veon Bell. But people who when he was injured, and who the hell do we have running in there?
Right.
In 2016, running all over the place, he could make anybody look like an all-star running back.
That was with that got cut. Jalen Samuels ran. Patriots. We had
that big 2017 game. Yeah.
Yeah, we're a shell of that, man.
It's a shame. This isn't.
But I saw some of that in the Charger game. Maybe it was because Ben was calling. I'm telling you, this.
I don't know what we did in the fourth quarter. Just do it again.
When I saw Chase Claypool hop around like a little rabbit, like 3 times, and then line up. And then go right out for a pass. I thought, what is that? That is not even nobody. Everybody just standing there like, what are they fucking doing? I saw a high school clip today of a kid that his son that was like a dancer.
Yeah.
And he did like backflips. And everybody was watching him, and they ran the ball in a high school game.
Yeah.
Maybe we should try that because there's nothing else working. Maybe that's the innovation we're looking for. Maybe Chase could do some
distract him over here. I don't know. I don't know what.
If that doesn't change this week. That and the defensive play calling we need to blitz more. If that doesn't change this week, we're going to be 5-6-1.
I thought you were going to go more aggressive. We're going to be done. And you're like, we're going to be 5-6-1. I do think we're going to be 5-6-1. But like we said, we'll preview that. But you're talking about the defense. I'm going to talk about her. Aditi and her news. She said this week Keith Butler has never designed or called the defense in Pittsburgh. Is that true, or she's just a Browns homer?
And
right?
Aditi's never been laid either. I'm coming out and saying it right now. She's a man. Trust me.
On that note, so that's your thoughts.
I do think Tomlin calls some.
Yeah.
Probably more than he should.
Yeah.
but Butler runs the same defense LeBeau did. It's pretty much, and all we've been doing the last couple
I
of
don't
games
think-
is
I don't
tackle
get
the
that.
catch.
I don't
We're
agree
not
with that,
blitzing
man.
though. We need to blitz.
I mean, that's what I was going to say. LeBeau would blitz everybody. He would blitz out of nowhere.
Miami
I mean,
played Baltimore. They blitzed.
You know
We
how
gotta
many
blitz.
times we used to be known for blitzing our corners, and not even just Hilton off the edge. We used to blitz way out.
Speaking of that,
We do nothing, man.
Hilton can kiss my ass. I don't like the guy. I don't care. His PFF rating, I looked it up. Not that
It's
I'm
actually worse than Pierre's.
yeah.
Isn't it?
Well, now it's a little higher after that game. But that was his first interception.
Yeah.
Ben threw it right to Ben. Got his arm hit. He said, "I don't know if he did or
It
not."
looked like it. It did look
Went
like
right
it.
to him. It was. He did nothing spectacular. Everybody, oh, we should have let him go. He's nothing great, man. The dude will not even be on the Bengals in 2 years,
No.
or in the league probably.
You know, he could make his way back. That's what.
I don't
That's
want
what
him
a lot
back.
of
After
people.
he
do.
ran his mouth, he'll never be back.
I don't necessarily want him back either, but that's what a lot of people do. They go. They
Bud
go do
Dupree could make his
the
way
money
back.
circuit, and then they find their way
Bud
back.
Dupree could easily be back,
Yeah.
but
Would you
not
take
this.
him back over Highsmith?
No,
I think.
third
I
guy.
think in 2 more years, Highsmith. You know,
Man, he's
just
good.
getting there. He's getting.
Well, we've
there.
never had him. Everybody
just getting
healthy
there.
all year,
Right.
Since week 1.
And you know,
And
our
if
only
you talk,
chance
you
for
think about Alualu and Tuitt. Tuitt had 11 sacks last year,
What was
right
that?
below Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald. Oh shit! I'm changing things on the. Sorry.
Right below Aaron Donald. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
And he that made a big difference.
The Catalina line.
So when you have that, we need wine. When you have them pushing the line in the front, him and Alualu.
Yeah.
Did you see the stats I posted about the
That's
run?
what I was looking for. Is you have them?
I do. The running game when we had a Lulu. And you know Lulu could come back. There's a chance he could make it back if we could possibly make the
Man,
playoffs.
I mean, we did what? We like shut them down. I'm digging
Man, a
too.
lot of stuff going on.
We got all these stats everywhere. Lualoo.
I found it. So when he's healthy, last year, weeks 1 through 7, 3.8 yards per carry allowed. NFL ranked 3rd. Last year when he was hurt playing, he played hurt. 8 through 17, 4.3, 12th. This year without him, 31st.
Man, so when he's there, we were what would you say, 3rd in
And that's
rushing
why I'm
defense?
hoping we sign this guy that he can play that spot some.
He's not going to be a Lualoo.
No,
There's a reason he was
my
on.
God,
the
I'll take
practice squad.
I'll take a quarter of that.
What's his name?
Heck, I don't know.
The guy. He was on the
Adams.
Saints practice squad. He
I saw some film. Watched some film on him today. He can make plays. He's pretty athletic.
He's been everywhere. He played
probably,
for Green
you know,
Bay. He
Chad. I
played for
talked
the
to Chad about
Patriots.
him. You know what Chad said about him?
What's
He's
that?
another Isaiah Buggs. He's a situational role player.
You know, that's another thing we got to talk about though. Is we didn't have Bugs active in the last game. What the hell
I'm
was it?
telling you, man. And just like Joe Haig wasn't active, and now he's on the COVID list. Something. These guys might have been sick or something.
Oh, and they're dancing around.
I
it.
don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe they're smart. They think they're smart. I don't know. How do you not start Haig over? Finney played terrible.
He did play terrible.
And I like Finney. I was happy when we signed him back.
He is a strong depth
But
piece.
Haig
that's
was
it.
better.
He looked right. Yeah,
now
I agree.
Haig's on the COVID list. So
We could be in trouble. And is there any chance that
shouldn't
TJ
even
comes?
say that word. 'Cause
Is-
we'll lose views.
Is there any trouble or COVID? Because
That word.
we just lost a bunch of views as we said it.
Serious?
We did? Is there any chance that TJ comes back for Sunday?
Yes, because he tested. Went on a list on Sunday that week. He went on Monday, but if he tests Sunday before the game's later, he could play. If he tests 2 positive tests is what he needs.
2 negative tests.
Or negative tests. He's vaccinated.
Put him out there. He's positive. Get him
I
out
think
there.
he played like crap, man. I think he was sick.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know.
I hate the excuse though.
There's no excuse for that. No matter what,
You know,
we got our asses
He
kicked.
still even being sick, if that is the case, he still wasn't the worst player out there. Devin Bush has got to be the worst player in our defense. And I don't know.
Did you see Vince Williams come out and defended Devin Bush?
Yeah, but how do you defend that? You see some of those all
He's not even
22s.
trying, dude.
He's not even trying to make tackles. He's purposely going into blocks to try to. I mean, he's scared or something. I don't know what it is.
But that was a crappy game from the start. Once we got behind, they just teed off on our offense. We don't match up well against them right now either, and I think
No.
That's part of the problem with them.
So, I mean, are the Bengals the team to win our division?
I don't want to win a division. We said this before the season. We didn't want to win a division.
Ooh. Someone's commented. So Haig might have been a comp pick thing.
I can't imagine they would set a guy for comp because we'll lose a 5th-round comp pick if he plays
If he plays enough.
so much. Yes.
Now, is that just if he's active? Or
It's how many
is it
snaps
based on
he
how many
plays.
snaps? Okay, so I mean,
Percentage of snaps for the season.
So that makes sense if he wasn't active last week. But
We can't go. We're
Finney?
5-5. How can we even do that?
yeah, worry about a draft
But he's
pick.
right.
That's a good point. BMK, Bully Mob, Kennel.
He's right, though. It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, that's a good point. what do we know, man?
So I do have some Facebook messages on our group. Join our group. First of all, too, subscribe to us. We appreciate the subscriptions, even with this team going down the toilet right now. But
still a lot of season left.
Oh yeah, and we're just gonna have fun, man. And think about how much fun next off season's gonna be, with the cap room we have, and the draft.
There's gonna be a lot.
But I just want to see. You know what? I just want to see some changes, like the play calling and the defense, and
I want to come out next year looking like a brand new team.
I don't want to see this crap.
That's what we thought we were going to be this year, but anyways, go ahead.
So anyway, Dave Schaefer says it's a shame there's some talent on the team, but coaching, we knew this offensive line was young but didn't go after any help, and I agree with that.
Yeah.
D-backs have been bad for years but didn't go after any help. The coaches just can't adjust. So I mean, we did go after Minka. That was a big one. And we went after Joe Hayden. I don't think you could say we haven't gone after help. We did go after Nelson, but we let him go. Maybe we shouldn't have.
He wouldn't have been happy. He wanted out, man.
True. There was more there than we knew.
He was all over the internet saying he wanted out. I mean,
there was more than we knew. Everybody wants out. I never understand it. Why don't you want to be a Pittsburgh Steeler?
Well, some people love it. Love the organization.
Why wouldn't
praise
Melvin Ingram want out? I still don't get that one. Something happened.
He wanted to be starting.
And I met the D-line coach, but he was a great guy. He's a great coach. So I think it's just we don't have the players there to plug in. We didn't count on a Laudermick playing. We didn't count on
he was supposed to be learning under
Carlos Davis.
Right?
I think he's coming back this week, and he actually I thought played well last year when he played.
Yeah,
we need.
He's better than I think I've personally given him credit
his
for.
Brother. Let the brothers play.
He's not that good, but I do think
someone that got cut. You're right.
I do think that he's better than even I've given him credit for. He's an anchor. He reminds me of just a young Casey Hampton. You don't see him in the backfield a lot making tackles, but he's just sitting there anchoring the line. Right. But anyways, go on with what you were.
John Hinkle wrote, "This is the first time since 1989 I've seen the Steelers lay down, put people on the field that want to play." Did you feel like they laid down?
Yes and no, man.
I don't think we laid down.
I don't think we gave up. I mean, if we would have started taking people out, I would have said, yeah, we laid down. But
right.
I mean,
but
we still tried.
Point, 1989, we lost the first two games. This is the first time since then we lost a combined score. I think it was 98-10 or something. Those two games. Last game wasn't that bad.
Right.
Well, defense.
We almost won that game.
Yeah.
It was who lost that game for us? James
the
Pierre.
Refs.
James Pierre.
Well, that too. No, it was actually was Norwood.
Oh, it was Norwood. So I can't pass the blame.
I don't even know if he played much in this game.
I can't pass that much blame. Speaking of which, actually, why is Mollett out there so much? He was rotational the first few weeks and it worked out pretty well. Everyone was.
I don't know.
Him and Norwood were rotating all over the
hurt.
place. Yeah, that's what it is. Is Hayden that much of an anchor, or is there just a lot of rotation that?
I think Hayden's a pretty good run stopper and a pretty good anchor. He's not as fast as he used to be, but I think Hayden's better. We need to re-sign him for one more year. I think. But
wow,
I don't know. You see the Patrick Peter. What's the guy in Denver that had the pick six rookie?
Surtain?
Yeah, I like to have a guy like that. I think I actually surprise people. That might be our first round picks at corner or.
We've talked about that. We've talked about
or
that.
D line.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens with Tuitt. But anyway, John, the 1989, I'll take it because we were a few plays away. That was when Bubby Brister was there. Merrill Hodge, we were a few plays away from making the AFC Championship game. And I have that on, we lost to Denver 24-23. I have that on VHS still if anybody wants it.
I'm the only person in America.
And also, Ron Young has a good comment here. He says, it makes me smile almost as much as finding a good woman. That Najee is going to be better than Bell in the long run.
That's true. That's true.
Hey, man, can't argue with that. I think he will, too. But, yeah, it's...
You want to move into Ravens preview? and
Yeah, we really don't have much to say about the Bengals game. I'm not sold on the Bengals. I still don't think
we said a lot,
they probably come out and lose to the Chargers. Wouldn't surprise me this week. But I kind of hope they beat the Chargers because we need to get out of that tiebreaker with the Chargers. Because they beat us. Bengals beat us twice. We're not catching.
So who's closer in the AFC West to win that division? Who's leading the division right now? Isn't it the Chargers?
Chiefs.
Is it the Chiefs? So we want that separation. And
right.
If the Bengals win,
I want the Raiders and Chargers out of it.
Yeah.
I know how do you root against them. How do you root for the Bengals though? Because if we win and
we need somebody to win our division, and we're two games back. Right
I don't
now.
want to win a division, honestly.
Well, that's a good point too. But we're 2 games back right now. We need somebody else to run with it. so that we have room to they can eliminate wild card people for us.
Screwed on his schedule this year because we won a damn division.
Yeah, of course. So you could say that it balances out a little bit though. Like the Browns had to play the Patriots. That's true. And they got walloped. So
well, just like us. We can't, I laughed at them in that game, but we can't laugh. We just in the same thing.
Right.
But see, this is how it is. The Bengals blew out the Ravens.
Right.
Bengals blew us out. They beat us twice. The Browns blew out the Bengals. They just match up well with them. It makes no sense.
And you could say about any team though. I mean, the Bills were the Super Bowl pick, right? And they got beat by the Jags. And so,
right.
It's just anybody. The Jets could go beat the Patriots in a couple weeks. It's just who knows.
Right. The Dolphins beat the Ravens.
Right. It's all over the place.
People are saying now the Dolphins are coming on a ride. They've played no one. We had their schedule.
I'm like,
and you know what? Here's what we need to think about. As bad as we've played, if we get a couple of don't fumble against Detroit, we win there. There's 6 wins. I know we tied, and if we oh,
you lost it.
The ref calls Chad. If the ref calls pass interference on that Deontay or even holding, we probably win that game.
Yeah.
And there's 7 wins. Then what would the media be saying?
Well, they would say, we would still be 11th or 12th in the power rankings, and we just aren't as good as, as our wins are. That's what they said after we beat the Bills. It was a fluke. It was, everything we do to earn a win, it's a fluke.
So here's what Chad Schmock, our NFL expert,
NFL insider,
he must be watching. Najee is better than Bell right now. Put Najee behind the line Bell had, and with the weapons he had, and break records.
That's true.
No team ever came to a game saying we have to stop Le'Veon Bell to win. I don't know about that. I think people focused on Bell, but we had Antonio Brown then.
Well, we were the killer bees, man.
Yeah,
we were. And,
it wasn't just Bell.
Bell was a receiving threat too. Everybody had to play.
Najee's been great, and I love the guy to death. He hasn't been that guy yet, though.
He's got the best rookie numbers that we have for running back.
Denver, was it?
Yeah.
And look at Denver. There's a team we beat, and now they're all 6-5 and going places. It's crazy.
They're not going anywhere.
No, they're trash. They have no quarterback.
What can you say, man? Is it the line though? Is it scheme? That's what I was saying. Todd Haley, we could have a terrible line, and he found a way to just. We had shitty people on that line. Who was on Gilbert?
Yeah.
He wasn't shit, but.
Right, we had some bad lines
he found a way to have Ben throw for 5,000 yards and Bell rush for 1,500.
Red Corvette, that was his problem, and the bar there.
Yeah,
you got to fight.
I don't give a shit. Go get a fight every day, man. We'll bail you out.
Been there?
No.
Oh, that bar's awesome. I forget the name.
I think my chances of going now are pretty slim anytime soon.
Yeah, with the baby. Take the baby with us. He can ride the bull.
Hell yes. So, did Chad say anything about? That's all he was saying.
Yeah,
do you have more details on the Ravens or anything?
No, but Chad, send us some details if you want. I did look at the Ravens stats. You want to hear them?
Yeah.
Let's get into the Ravens now.
Fucking ratbirds, man.
I hate them.
Oh, this is a kid's show. I'm sorry.
The Browns should have beat them. I'm sorry, but as bad as the Browns.
Everybody should have beat the Ravens, man. They keep winning by 2 points.
Here's a stat for you. They've won 6 games.
I was just gonna look.
6 games by 6 or less points. No team, and by week 12, no team in NFL history has ever won 7 by 6 or less points.
Well, that means either we beat them or they blow us out.
They could blow us out.
They're going to beat the shit out of us.
But so they are actually they have 25 sacks as a defense. They've given up 36 sacks. I think the Browns should have blitzed against them.
36 sacks, man. Yeah.
They're 32nd in the league against the pass. They're number 2 against the run.
That's good. We can't run the ball anyways.
We are 28th in rushing, and we're 28th against the run. That's right there. That is why we are 5-5.
That's sad.
That's not Steelers.
People running 200 yards a game all over us, 200 plus. That's
we're
sad.
15th in passing on offense and 12th against the pass. So that's all I got.
Middle of the pack record, middle of the pack stats.
Because those stats don't
middle of the pack
man.
Team. No, but that fits our record.
When we played the Browns, they were number 1 in rushing.
And we shut them down.
Yeah. That we are capable. We do it. We did it against Detroit for 3 quarters.
It's scheme.
We did it against the Bears for 3 quarters.
This is what we remember the Seahawks
this
game.
Last game we didn't do it at all.
This reminds me.
I hate field turf too.
It's a bullshit excuse. Perfect example is the Seahawks game, and we shut their run down for the first half. They came out for halftime and they ran for almost 200 yards. And there's scheme there. There's something with scheme, and I don't see it in the all 22. I don't know if you see it. I don't know if it's a laziness thing. I don't know if Bush or whoever just isn't going to tackle, and they're exploiting that. It can't just be one person.
I think we need to look into playing some more 4-3 like a amiibo.
We don't have the D linemen.
No, but I mean we need to. Yeah, you're right. We have to draft.
I mean, but if we had people that we could rotate in there,
how do you not draft a nose tackle? We should have kept. We should have kept the kid from the Tennessee. I don't even know his name, but he was with the Bears now. McCullers. We should have kept McCullers.
Oh God!
8 people.
He didn't do shit. He didn't do anything.
It's better than what we got now. We got a bunch of pussies out there.
Well, we just didn't. I mean, who's our nose tackles? We had Alualu. He's gone.
Here's it for you. Hayward had to play nose tackle.
Yeah, that's a terrible idea.
Hurt, man.
That was a terrible idea.
He's not a nose tackle.
No, I agree.
And you take away him at D. I think that's part of the reason we lost.
Why didn't we have Bugs active?
That's what I don't know.
That's who we put in there. Nose tackle. Yep.
Dadgummit, get your shit together. That's what I'm mad.
It can't be
I'm
him.
more mad at the coaches than I am the players.
It can't be him. He can't be the one who decides that everybody's active or inactive.
This is no different than what happened in the playoff game against the Browns. That reminded me of that game.
And who called the defense in that game?
We couldn't stop him. Tomlin did.
I
love Tomlin.
I'm not in the crowd. I'm not in the fire Tomlin crowd at all.
Not at all. No, you got to let it play out.
Yeah, but personnel decisions, who becomes active, who doesn't, and scheme does come down to him.
And another thing too, the Steelers have the least amount of assistant coaches in the league.
Yeah, I don't.
Why don't we pay coaches?
Just get people out there.
And another thing I heard, I'm sure did you hear about the Claypool thing with the music, which I didn't have a problem with. Whatever, the guy, I feel bad.
I do. I have a problem
They're looking, but I think they get spun wrong.
Oh yeah. Oh, of course. The words got taken out of context.
Said he let me coach the practice, and you just go with the receivers or something.
He basically said that they each have their own job, and they should just stick to their jobs.
Right.
Which is a professional way of
kind of these questions too.
I'm sure, but
I laughed when he said it. But anyway, Ben had an interview today, and he talked about Rooney. They didn't play music because Dan Rooney would come in the locker room, or he'd come to practice, and they want to be embarrassed when songs he didn't like, and they want to be able to talk to Mr. Rooney, or to learn about life lessons and.
What a respect thing, man.
They're legends. It was like kind of a thing.
You could see it with Ike Taylor smoking cigars with him.
Yeah,
he would go hang out at his house. Yeah.
Well, here's my question: why isn't Junior coming to practice now? He's not around anywhere. Where are you, Rooney? You had a mandate. You said we're going to run the football and stop the run this year.
We've done nothing.
Why aren't you in there calling Tomlin in your office? Frank Trust, my fan, Frank Trust, he said Rooney should be calling Tomlin and Butler in Canada in his office and saying, "Get this shit together right now."
Yeah.
What's he doing? Where is he?
Well,
I'm calling you out, Rooney.
It's weird, man.
Not Kevin Colbert, not organizational failure, none of that. Where's Rooney? He's the one that owns the team.
It's weird because we can get mad at him about that as Steelers fans because we've been spoiled in the past of an owner who's been invested in the weeds, but. Most owners nowadays just aren't.
I know he's letting Tomlin do his job, hands off, but
they're just not invested in it anymore. I agree, man. I agree.
Hell, I'll go there, and they'll know I'm his ring man, and I'll walk in there and I'll say, "What's going on?"
This guy just wants an excuse to walk in the locker. You're gonna see this 5'9" guy.
Did you ever hear the story? I've told you this story before. I'm gonna tell it again.
Yeah.
Went to the player fan day. And Dan Rooney's walking by, and I'm with my buddy. I'm like, "Hey, Dan." He goes, "I'm busy. I got to go." I go, "What?" So I emailed him. I emailed the Steelers. I said, "That was bullshit. Your dad, Art, would roll over in his grave. I was there for your team to meet you, and you didn't have time for me." And I have my phone number on there, and everything. And my phone rings like a day later. And some guy says, "Mr. Rooney wants to talk to you." Is this Rick Mooney? I'm like, "Yeah." And sure enough, he got on the phone. He said, "You know what? You're right. I'm so sorry. That is not how we run things. I got busy. I'm an idiot. I'm going to send you some stuff. Give me your address." So give my assistant your address. And of course, I thought I was going to get loge seats or something.
Yeah.
And he sent me a bunch of stuff autographed.
The respect
of himself and the team and all kinds of stuff. Apology letter to me and each one of my friends. He asked me their names. Which I don't know what happened. I lost those like an idiot. I would love to have that now. And he's passed on since. But that really impressed me. And I called him out. So
That,
and
that's,
Mooney, you know,
that's
we're
the
Mooney. It kind of
organization
rhymes with
we're used
Rooney.
to. Well, you're Rick Mooney. You could be Mick Rooney.
Mickey Rooney, yeah.
We're like the organization, man. I mean, that's a family. It's a tight
And
knit.
I'm
That's
not
what
ready
we
to say
are.
the organization's changed.
No.
I just say
it's just that's what we need to. We've got that in the roots. You just got to maintain.
But I
it.
went back and I watched Ben's first game. It would happen to be come up on YouTube, and I'm not talking about Ben, but I was just watching the defense, the hitting.
You're talking about 2004.
But you know, but here's the thing though: they don't let him hit in practice now.
No.
That's part of the problem.
That's why there's
The league is
injuries.
garbage.
That's why there's injuries.
There's injuries.
Yep.
Watch that game Monday night, Seattle and Washington. That was like watching toilet paper dry. They were two terrible teams. Most of these teams are terrible.
Yeah.
Every one of these teams are terrible.
No, people just don't want to hit.
If we were allowed to hit more,
Yeah.
like I know we're practicing in pads this week. We'll see what that does.
Good.
You only get so
Maybe
many
they
days
could do
though.
some
But if they
tackle
would let
drills
you
with
just,
Bush.
they should just let whatever. If the players don't want to do it, they can go sit out.
Yeah.
The ones that want to can do it. I guarantee you, we would be better.
Millions of dollars, man. If I got paid millions of dollars to go hit people, I would be beating the shit out of them.
They get a little. You know, I hurt my ankle. I
Yeah.
hurt my ankle at UPS today. I rolled my ankle. I'm
Yeah.
going to work tomorrow, man, and I'm going to do my job. These guys are.
You don't have a
pussies.
choice. Yeah.
I have a choice. I mean, I'm a millionaire.
No, but I'm saying like you got to go to work and
Get
do your
your
job.
ass
man.
out there. Jack Lambert would have played.
He didn't even,
That's what I'm mad.
he didn't even have
about.
any fucking teeth.
I'm not calling out saying Ben needs to retire. Ben can come back next year, as far as I'm concerned. If we get a line and we get a defense together with our cap room and everything,
Yeah.
Ben will be just fine.
Yeah.
Well, he can't run, but maybe we need to. Another thing too. Maybe we need a quarterback that could come in and run some plays too. The other teams do that.
So that's what I was going to bring up. The Raiders, they do that with Marcus Mariota.
Yeah, why don't we pick a guy like that up?
Just throw him in there.
Yes,
Yeah.
or draft somebody that does both and let him play like Slash did
That's really Josh
next
Dobbs.
year.
If he would have been
he's not
healthy,
Slash. I like Josh Dobbs though. He could be a coach.
I think that's what he's going to be. Because I don't think he needs to be on IR. But
I think
anyways,
the Ravens, all you got to do is shut down Lamar. They have their running game is nothing without. It's just
they
Lamar.
you want me to read their injury report?
Yeah.
They had 14 players listed on it as of today.
Oh, I didn't know that.
10 of them didn't practice today. So, cornerback Anthony Everett has a shoulder and ankle injury. Tight end Nick Boyle, knee injury. Center Bradley Bozeman, shin laceration. Wide receiver Devin Duvernay, thigh. Justin Hughes, sick. Patrick McCarry, ankle. Tackle Cedric. Thigh. Fullback Patrick Ricard, foot and thigh.
A lot of thighs going on.
Man, we got a groin injury. They got thunder thighs over there.
They're very well coached.
Another cornerback, Chris Westry, thigh. Cornerback, Tavon Young, illness. Man, that's 3 corners.
Wow. Illness, though, he'll play. Something's going around in our locker room, though.
They've got two
They
illnesses.
must have a good tester for that virus.
Yeah, they know how to. Listed as limited was receiver Miles Boykin, and Calais Campbell had a concussion. And Patrick Queen had ribs injury.
Calais Campbell's still out with a concussion.
He's limited.
Oh,
So he came back and started practicing.
Because he was out last game with a concussion.
Right. Yeah. And another cornerback, Jimmy Smith, neck. So 4 corners officially questionable for
And
their.
they're already 32nd in passing.
Yeah, I mean,
It's time to let Ben light it
I
up.
want their corners to play because remember the Browns playoff game last year, they had all their backup DBs in there, and we couldn't.
The key
couldn't do
to
dick.
beating, winning this game is getting off to a fast start. Getting a 20-0 lead.
Oh, that's not us.
No, I'm just
That's
saying
not-
what the key
not
would be.
us.
And then making Lamar throw because the dude can't throw. I'm sorry, he's not that good at throwing. He's
No,
not
we
sold
saw
me
that
yet.
last week. He had 4 picks against the Browns.
He's a great kid, but he's a great freak athlete. But,
For now, man.
I would say maybe we hurt him or hit him hard, but who's going to do that?
I don't want to hurt. I don't want to say that. You know what I mean?
But who on this team?
He is
I
one
was
big
mad at
hit
Burrow.
away
Say,
from
when
being.
we're looking to let Burrow pay. The old Steelers, Jack Lambert would have knocked his ass out.
Yeah.
You
Same
would've-
thing with Justin Herbert. Almost
the thing.
100 rushing yards.
Used to
against
be.
us, man.
Here's how it used to be, and it hasn't
Ridiculous.
been for anybody in 10 years.
Yeah.
You used to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers, but guess what? You knew you played the Pittsburgh Steelers because you got your ass beat. You might, just like I'm an old man,
Yeah.
somebody wants to fight me, you're going to beat my ass, but I'm going to give you one hell of a fight.
This geriatric motherfucker thinks he's so tough. I'm just kidding.
So, Andrews is their main weapon.
So I was wrong a little bit. Harbaugh said that Campbell is still in concussion protocol. Wow. He just was limited participant. He was just in shorts and a t-shirt jogging. He's a fat ass.
I'm full go tomorrow.
And Harbaugh just said, "We'll just see where it goes." That doesn't sound optimistic for them.
No. Harbaugh's a good coach, though. I'm giving them credit.
God, I hate that guy.
I don't know
I
how they
hate
keep
that
winning.
guy.
They should have lost to the Bears. They should have lost to the
Raiders,
Chiefs.
Lions.
They did lose the Raiders first game.
Oh, that's
They
right.
should have
Yeah,
lost
overtime.
to the Lions.
Overtime, though. Yeah.
They should have lost to the Browns. I'm sorry, but the Browns' offense is anemic.
Who else did they play? They play the Titans.
No, there was more games that they barely won. I took a picture of it.
Yeah, but then they beat the shit out of the Chargers, right?
They
It's
lost
just
to the Dolphins. They did beat the shit out of the Chargers, but and that was at home too. They barely beat the Vikings in overtime. Remember that in Baltimore. They were driving down for the winning field goal and fumbled. Same with the Chiefs. They beat the Browns barely. They definitely should have lost to the Bears, but that was without Lamar.
yeah.
And they lost to the Dolphins. I mean, we could play like what the Dolphins did. I think we could beat them. And I think
I never want to. You got to play like the Dolphins to win
and
this game.
I think you'll see. Maybe we take Bush out and put number 28 at linebacker, like pseudo linebacker or something.
28.
Killebrew.
Too
small.
No, I mean he's a strong. Safety,
Buddy
but
Johnson must really suck.
He must not exist. Yeah. And
I thought he was going to be another Vince Williams.
what a shame. I
Too
really
bad
thought
Vince
we would be
retired.
able to do that 3 outside backer thing,
That's
but
another
it
thing.
sucks we
Nobody
lost
said
Ingram, man.
Vince retired.
He wasn't that good.
Yeah, Taco's not impressed me.
No, it just seems like.
Although
it
maybe our
seems like
defense
he's
is that
blind, man.
complicated, dude.
It can't. Look,
And
Keith
Butler's
Butler
running.
can't even speak a normal sentence, and our defense is apparently complicated. I mean, it was complicated under Dick LeBeau. I would agree with that excuse, but man, I mean, this just seems like a fucking joke.
So, I mean, based where we are right now, I still think Watt plays, but who knows? If Watt doesn't play,
so he needs that second negative test will come Saturday.
see, we lose this
if he
game,
gets it.
we're going to have to make up a game. It's going to have to be the Chiefs game. We need to win 4.
How do you make up a game against the Chiefs, though?
No choice, or we're going to be out. And if we're going to be out, I'd rather just lose out and go reload.
What do you guys think? We got a couple of viewers. I mean, let us know your thoughts. Are we going to be out? I mean, is this it? Is this what it comes down to?
I think
last
and
week
here's
was
what
that
I think.
game.
And I know people aren't going to like this. They don't want this. They want Ben gone.
Yeah.
Ben is still having fun, man. Ben knows he loves fire moves.
It didn't look fun last week.
No, but look, I'll go back and watch his interview today. He's relaxed. Ben's coming back next year.
I don't want him to come back next year. Listen, I'm thankful for everything he's given us, and I'm not
What are you
saying
gonna get?
I'm not saying he's done this year, but there's got to be a point when you have a cutoff.
No, I want him to play till he's 60. That's Ben Roethlisberger.
He can't walk, man. He can't. Did you see him jogging in the warm-ups before the game? I literally thought he was going to fall over.
I don't think. I think he.
His
I think he
knees-
comes back one more, dude.
the poor
We draft
guy's not gonna be
somebody or
able to-
something.
he's
He may
not gonna be able to move,
play the whole
dude.
season next year.
Yeah.
Or we sign somebody. We trade for Russell Wilson or
Who
wife,
are we going to trade
Jussel.
for? You know what? Stephon Tuitt. He's a $14 million cap hit next year. Who's
going to trade for him?
he's good. As
Yeah,
long
he's
as
good.
if he can get his ass on the field.
I don't
He's
understand.
useless
I mean,
to us
I
right
still
now.
don't understand this, man. I know his brother died, and it's sad. But if I was at my job, they would say you could stay home. You're not getting your ass paid, dude.
No, they probably
Sorry.
give you 48 hours once they get the hell
I mean,
back.
he's
to it.
not. He's getting paid these millions of dollars to watch
$8
his team go down
million
the
hit
toilet
this
against
year.
the run.
I
You
feel
think
bad.
He would play for his brother.
You
Say,
feel
I'm
bad.
playing for my brother in his
Yeah.
memory. He could put stickers on the helmet. We did in youth football with his brother's initials.
I mean, you feel guilty though, saying get your ass out there and get over it.
It's enough's enough. I want to win. I don't give a shit what he did.
Yeah. So who was the news? Do you remember who the reporter was that said? Was it an official
Ed
reporter?
Bouchette. He's Ed Toilet.
So he said that Stephon Tuitt's knee is completely healed,
Right.
and is now
and
just
he
down
thinks
to
he
the
may
brother.
never play again. I don't know if I'm ready. Tomlin kind of act like
He said he could be back. This year.
Yeah, he said he said he's not playing this week, but I will let you know when he's close. And it kind of sounded like maybe after Minnesota game. I'm thinking. I don't know, but he's been at the facility
I don't
running.
remember our
That's what
schedule.
doesn't
So who do we
make
play
sense
after
to
this
me.
week? Is it Minnesota?
On next Thursday.
In Minneapolis. Yeah.
But Cooks is going to be out.
BMK says, I think the Ravens are the 2020 Steelers and beatable. If we win, we have
They
a
are
chance.
very much the 2020.
I agree with that, yeah.
Yes.
Then win against the Cookless Vikings and mini bye could definitely push us into the playoffs.
and we play Tennessee at home after that without Henry.
And Tennessee, well,
Sir Henry,
man, we've
hopefully.
gotten a little lucky. No Russell Wilson,
Hey.
no Cook,
Hey,
no Hunt for the
that
Browns.
happened. Who's gotten lucky against us?
That's true.
We don't have Bradshaw, no Blocky Blyer, no Lynn Swan.
Dude, Bradshaw looks like he could keel over right now. He's not doing great on on that Fox Sports show.
I'm about ready to open up that Bradshaw bourbon if we lose again like this. But guys, just watch the game, have fun. It's a big game. It's on at 4:30 on Sunday. We have nothing else to do. It's going to be dark by 5. And just root for your team, have fun. If we lose, we'll just reload.
Now, if anybody has any lucky underwear, any terrible towel rituals,
everything.
do whatever the hell you can.
I even had my little rabbit from when I was a kid out during the Charger game, and I threw the damn thing, and stuffing came out of it when we lost.
That's the problem. Are you talking about the little rabbit with the hole in it?
Yes.
It's a 40-year-old.
You know about the rabbit.
50-year-old.
You know. I had the damn rabbit out. It almost brought us back, but that fucker let me down right at the end.
That is a 50-year-old toy that is literally in pieces, and it has no luck to it. Did you have that out when we won 2 Super Bowls?
Yes.
How about when we lost the other one?
I had
When we lost the other 2, 3.
Well, we were there. And I also had my little Steeler guy too. I threw him too. I'm done with it, man. I switched
There's no
towels,
such thing as
I
luck.
switched T-shirts.
Yeah.
I've tried everything. Nothing works anymore. We just don't have the talents. I don't think we're any worse. Here's the thing, though. If we could stop the run and say we
That's what it comes down
get
to.
It back and get Carlos Davis back.
Yeah.
And get
We could go to the Super Bowl
back.
I mean,
Juju
Jesus
comes
Christ.
back, and the offense starts running the ball. Magically.
Santa Claus shows
We let
up and
Ben
plays
call the
fullback.
plays. I thought it could happen. I really did.
This is a wish list.
I thought we could be just as good as last year by now, and I just. I'm not so sure.
This is a wish list. But, man, I mean,
The league's
who
trash.
else is that good? Yeah, exactly.
We beat Buffalo. They
I don't
just
think the
lost
Patriots
their corner
are that
for the
good.
year.
Yeah, they did. And I don't think the Patriots are that good.
No, it's still
Mac
a
Jones,
rookie
if you look at his
quarterback.
stats, they're worse than Ben.
Right. And there's another thing too. I know Ben has not played well at times, but Ben is 17th ranked quarterback right now. Lamar's 16th. Baker's 22nd. Burrow's 12th.
So nobody's dominant.
No. I always said when Ben had 5 touchdowns and 18 interceptions like Peyton Manning, then it's time to hang it up.
Yeah.
I still want him to come back next year.
Well, people want us to replace Ben with Cam Newton, who he had 5 touchdowns and 30
My
interceptions or something like
she's
that
not
last
even
week.
alive, and she could play better than that guy.
He
can
got
run,
benched
but
in his
he can't
second week
throw.
back. That guy got the deal of a lifetime. 1 year, $10 million to come back,
Overpaid.
do nothing, get benched after the second week.
I'd rather have Mariota than him.
He sucks too.
And we'll see what happens. We can't even worry about that right now. We're still in it. We're 5-5 and 1. Wasn't a loss.
That one's the one that pisses me off.
Oh,
though.
we should be.
That was
we
a-
should be 7 and but every team could probably say that. The
That was
Ravens
our-
could be
that was
3
our-
and 8, dude. Easily
right,
be
yeah.
3 and 8.
I thought they would be with all the injuries they've
And they
had.
could be easily. But
Harbaugh just finds a way
we
to
haven't.
win.
Here's what sucks with us, and I think it's why people think we suck so bad. We haven't had a blowout. We haven't had a game where we could sit back and relax and enjoy it. It's been all either stressful or we get our ass kicked. I mean,
We need one.
Yeah.
We just need like that Panthers Thursday night game we had
Yes.
2 years ago where we just beat the
this
shit
game
out
kind
of
of
somebody.
sets up that way.
I don't think so. You're like getting antsy. You're like, I want this fucking game.
No,
I don't think this game sets up this way.
No, I
but
think it's a close score and we win, or if we win, it's 16-10.
I do think this is a game we actually could win.
Oh, I do too.
I mean, I really think the Ravens are
Tomlin
not.
did say we're going to see how tough we are. We're going to come see.
Get out there and hit, man.
Right.
But if we stop, the crazy thing is 2 years ago we couldn't stop the pass. Now we can't. That was 3 years ago. Now we can't stop the
The
run.
last couple of weeks, I don't think we stopped either.
We can't. Well, yeah. Well, when you can't
But
stop
you
the
got
run, you
guys
can't
out.
stop
You had
anything.
guys out. I didn't even know if Minka was
I mean,
fully.
you let nobodies run 200 yards a quarter or a half on you. Nobody's 200 yards. This isn't high school football, man.
We look like it.
So that's
And
the
I
thing.
understand why people are so down on us.
Just
man.
stop the run, and that's literally this is the perfect game for it.
It's so
stop
simple.
The run.
Stop the run the ball, and you have a chance. Then when you add the other pieces, because Deontay's a good receiver, but these receivers are very. I don't know who our receiver coach. He needs to be fired too, because
Don't you miss?
the guy that passed,
What was his name? Blake.
but I don't remember his name. But,
Yeah. I don't remember.
but the guy we got now that came from the Redskins or whatever, they're very undisciplined. Very undisciplined. They don't run good routes. Sloppy.
Yeah.
It just doesn't look
I
like
do
they've
feel
improved
bad
at
for
all.
Deontay because I think he has improved a little bit.
Yeah, Washington's
But,
been trash. Let's play Anthony Miller.
He played one play.
Tomlin said we're going to have some changes. Let's make some changes. Quit
Yeah.
going by seniority. That's the stuff I'm mad about. I'm
No,
not.
play whoever's best. I don't give a shit who's been here all summer or been here. James
No.
Pierre, get him out of there. Get
I don't even wanna
Witherspoon
see
in
that
there.
guy. I want his number retired.
I don't
wanna
mind
see
if
his
he's in the
number anymore.
rotation.
I don't even want to see that number ever again. It sucks so bad. He couldn't cover shit.
It's not. The thing is, it's not his fault.
It's the scheme.
It's the scheme, and he was
playing not to
he
let
was
them go
pushed
over the
up
top.
to be a starter way too fast.
That, and we were letting them go over the top on us. That's what we were trying to do. So they were getting all the
So they were doing it.
out routes. And,
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's the other thing. I don't like when defenses do the push to the outside, because you give up
That's all we
chunks
do
of
on
yards
offense,
and
too.
ton. Yeah, I don't
We
like
throw
that's
down
terrible.
the middle of the freaking field.
Yeah, but every time we do a
That's one
slant
thing
to Deontay,
Ben
he goes
doesn't
for
do
50
anymore.
yards.
He doesn't throw down the middle of the field more than 10 yards.
No, he does. It's not. It's got. That's where it's got to be
Maybe
scheme.
it's scheme. He did in the Charger game, though.
He did that slant. Every time he does that, Deontay or whoever gets it goes 50 yards, man.
I'm telling
right
you,
down
go
the
back
middle.
and watch the second half of the Charger game. I'm telling you, that was.
I didn't really catch much of it. I was in the hospital.
Yeah, you had a baby. No,
But
excuse.
that
You
was
should have been watching.
But the fourth quarter we scored 27 points.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, there's only so much I can bitch though. I don't know.
But we both. I'm not going to even pick this game, but I
You're
think we
not?
can win. I think we lose. We all feel that.
We're gonna
way.
be teetering
All
on the
Steeler
edge,
Nation
man.
feels the same right now. A lot of people said we're done. We're not done. We win this game, we have a chance. We really do.
You know, there's a chance we go 500 this year since we have a tie.
And that's and I'll be.
And then
disappointed.
Tomlin will have his nice 500 record.
As long as the Browns finish worse than us, after all that hype and.
Yeah.
But they can turn around too. Some of these, I just don't think they have receivers. I don't know why they didn't sign an Anthony Miller. They should have.
Maybe he'd play if he went there.
And I'm sorry, and I want to say this: the Ravens, I hope they sign Lamar to a long-term deal, and I hope the Browns sign Baker to a long-term deal, and I hope the Bengals sign Burrow. Bengals won't pay people once they sign Burrow.
The Browns aren't going to sign Baker. I don't think he's done. If he
I
plays
think they
badly
will.
the rest of the year, he's there.
I don't know. They're standing by him. They come out today
Right
and say
now.
they're standing by
Yeah,
him.
right now.
Yeah, that's true.
He throws a couple more games.
But
He's out
you
of
pay
it.
Lamar, and they're not going to have the pieces they
They have
have.
no
He can't
cap
throw,
space.
man.
Yeah.
And he's not going to be able to
And
run
like-
like this forever.
Right. That's a couple hits, a couple wrong
So
hits. He's
we'll
done.
get the young quarterback, and we'll load up our roster with everything else like we did in 2004, and we'll
It's
be there
weird
in a
to
couple
think
years,
about what
right
the
back in the
Steelers
Super
look
Bowl.
like in 5 years. That could
Right.
be weird, man.
Right back in the Super Bowl, man.
Yeah, we'll
It
see.
could be done.
We'll see. But that's all I got. You got anything else you want to add to it?
No, don't give up, man. Let's enjoy this game, have fun. If we play like Steelers at all, we've stopped the run this year with these same players. We've done it. We can do it again.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's technique, it's gap sound, but hopefully we'll get all our players and get more back in a few weeks and get in the playoffs. That's all I want. And I want to win a playoff game. I'm tired of hearing that too.
Hey, we don't even have to go to the Super Bowl. Just win a playoff game. Just win,
Anybody
win,
can,
win.
though, because the league's so bad.
Yeah. It's a toss-up right now. There's nobody who I would say will win
It
the
sucks
Super
that we're
Bowl.
not the team we were 3 years ago.
Because we'd be
we would've
dominating,
rolled
man.
through this.
Yep.
But we're not, so don't let it ruin your life. Stay off the bridge and go Steelers. We'll be
All
fine.
right. Yep. We'll catch you guys next
Comment,
week.
guys.
Hopefully
Subscribe.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you all for watching. Go Steelers.